Thank you. That was very informative, folks, and engaging. Thank you for your answers.
Yeah, I have a question to TJ. So TJ, you said you're going to propose the property tax increase?
The way I heard that was by bringing more people from the Bay Area, the property taxes will increase.
Yeah.
Is that a wrong statement, sir?
No, I thought like you were proposing it.
That's a good point of clarification.
Communication is key.
Assuming that we are able to pass Measure D and become a city July 1st this year, there is another measure that's on the ballot as well, which is Measure E. Bryan explained a bit of it. It has to do with, it's not in effect in this election, but it'll be in effect the next time. It has three choices. One is the voting at large, which is what we do now. The other choice is vote by district. And the third choice is from district, which is distinct from by district by a simple fact that the person who is running for the district, all of the residents can vote for that person. The question is for all of the candidates. 2 minutes and others can chime in, 1 minute. I can start from this side this time. The question is, please give us your preferences in terms of the three choices and explain why you have picked that choice. Thank you.
Sure. So Measure E essentially talks about if when Measure D passes, then what type of governance we will have in the city of Mountain House. Now, the default, which is at this point in time with CSD, is at large. That is one option. The other option, as we say, by district and from district. Now, the one that I want to support is from district. Why? The reason is with the current at large, it's kind of a shared responsibility. What I believe myself as having a responsibility assigned, with that comes the accountability. But not to the extent which by district gives. It makes it more restrictive with that within the district. It has to be local district people only voting for that. So that makes it more restrictive option. So out of the three, from district is more relaxed option, so that you have a representation. An individual is a city council for a specific district, but the entire entire population votes for this individual. So that's much more viable option to say. But at the same time, I know certain people have concerns that Mountain House is not as big. We have 27,000 population. Yeah, it's growing since 2020 we have grown by 3,000, and we don't need such governance. But yes, the rate at which we are growing, we will need it at certain point in time. So at this time we have to pass this Measure E with option from district. That's my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, I vote for at large. My personal belief is that it'll build the community. It'll promote diversity. It seems like, my wife and I, we moved here from North Carolina after my last assignment at Fort Bragg, now Liberty. We were thinking, we'll end up in a place where there'll be different kinds of people, but we ended up in a place which looks like New Delhi, which is okay, which is fine, I've lived in India for a few years, but, we've moved to this country for diversity, so I'm all for it. I think everybody should have a say, instead of just dividing, into small little communities. I think everybody should have a say in this community. We should come together as one. That's what will make us strong. That's what will protect us. That's how we will thrive and survive and stay strong. And I have vested interest. It's my two kids. I'm not sitting over here losing thousands of dollars, which I can make in my practice. I'm here to serve, and I have the right mindset. Over.
Thank you very much. To answer the question succinctly, I would be in favor for voting at large. And the main reason of being able to vote at large is because, number one, we don't know how the districting would be done. That's a decision would have to be made. And teaming is extremely important to me. And I'm thinking if you did by district, you may end up having council people that are just vying for what their district wants. And this is a togetherness type thing. And that way, if it's voting by at large, it comes to the council, the mayor, the council, and as a unity, the council would decide by priority what's needed in any district. And that's where it's no favoritism. Because people do, if you're responsible for supporting a particular area, what have you, that's what you will do, support that area. Yep. So at large is it's been working for 15 years, and I'll give it 15 more to work.
Good. Yeah, I'm in favor of at-large, and one of the main reason is because in Mountain House we're a family, and when you start going through district, and I've seen it with other cities, it might be joking, but it's like, well, my district's going to do this or my district's going to do that. Again, like I said, we're a family, and I want to be able to represent everybody. And so it's very important to me that we have an at-large, and so that way we get everybody's input and that we support every single resident and citizen in Mountain House. Thank you.
I am fully against to the at-large, because at-large is going to give basically right now, the model which is electing like from same village, like a lot of people, like 3 earlier, 2. So probably I also against the, from the district. So from the district, basically what happens is the candidates should be from the district, and then the voters also going to be from the district. So I would support by district. By district means like the candidates should be residing within the district, but elected by entire Mountain House. So that is going to be the fair model, district division we support, we should support. I think that is very fair. So that's going to be secure or represent the district people problems, and then also at the same time, the person who elects from the district is going to secure the entire Mountain House interest as well. So it's going to be two-way, it's going to be helpful.
I definitely would vote for at large. Anybody that knows me knows that I am for all of Mountain House, not specific areas or districts. We all are one community. I believe somebody said that we are a family. I believe in that. I believe in supporting each other, no matter your race, your religion, or anything else that people use to separate us. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so involved now, is because that's one thing I never want to see happen in Mountain House, and that is to see us be divided, not by district, not by neighborhood, not by household, not by anything, at large.
I'm also in support of at large. I will say a small thing is our town is not just a collection of streets or buildings. It is a community of people with diverse backgrounds, aspirations, and dreams. And that's why when we are making a decision, we should make it by being together, united as we can be. Thank you.
I am against anything but at large, because if you factor, we have 27,000 people right now, and myself, Manny Moreno, Andy Sue, who am I missing? And Harry Dillon, all live in one village. Then you have Miss Bernice Tingle, a pioneer, of Wickland. Elections aren't new here. Neither is the board. Neither are any of the villages beyond the second half of Cordis and all of College Park. So if you figure there's 8 people sitting in front of you right now, I'd like to do a quick poll of residents at this table because we are 0.026% of our current population. Drive that up to 32,000 people, our potential for the next 2 years when there's an election. What happens when this 8 people are up for 2 seats and none of them are from that district, or nobody steps up to represent that district? Then what? So if I can get a show of hands based on the 7 out of 8 communities that we're going to have here based on the master plan, how many live in Cuesta and Altamont? How many live in Bethany, Wickland? How many live in Cordis Hanson? So who is going to represent Cordis Hanson? College Park? Let me see your hand.
You're Hanson, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. College Park Hanson. So we have one representative who, if
You're
one,
including College Park?
no, not yet. Cordis Hanson, we have one person. So if elected, that person would represent today if this were on the ballot for now. College Park, same thing, one person. It doesn't add up. So vote for open enrollment for any member. Thank you.
At large.
TJ?
Yeah, just a quick thing I want to say. You know, some of the villages are quite new, and people are just moving in. And you know, maybe people who've been running in this board, they have an unfair advantage because they all know each other. But now folks are finding out. Since I made a decision, I'm sure somebody else will make a decision too. Hopefully. So again, resonating with at large, as we become the community, I think everybody will have a nice, a good, fair chance to run from anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's College Park or, whatever the other 4 villages which are going to be coming up. So I'm thinking, hopefully, I'm pretty optimistic that in the next few years, the dynamics will change as long as we have a diverse community. Over.
Mr. Mir? Yeah.
Yep. So out of the 3 options, we have heard about the at-large and by district or from district. The from district option turns out to be kind of a hybrid between the at-large and the by district. So we have kind of the best of the both worlds in this option, while we are progressing in the growth of the city population.
Thank you. And we have a rebuttal from Mr. Disco.
And one thing I forgot to add as part of my ramble. It's important that everyone involved, whether it be on the board or city council, fosters and adopts the entire community as a whole, which avoids special interests if there's any certain things that benefit one village or the other that are left to the decision of one person and not all. Thank you.
Can I add something, please?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, I think we're on the right track with this, because look at our National Night Out. Where do we have it? We have it at Central Park. Okay, before we had some different neighborhoods, some were real successful, others, just a couple show up. But I like the fact right now, everybody, we all come to Central Park as a family, and we celebrate National Night Out together. So I think we're on the right road. That's already kind of been the norm, and hopefully it'll continue like that. Thank you.
I'll get to you in a minute, Mr. Bayu. Yeah.
I think my point again here is that when we are dividing the district, so you will contest from the district, but at the same time you are representing the entire Mountain House, because the voters of of your election is going to be from the entire Mountain House. So that's going to be secure the interest of your issues you are going to represent from your district, as well as you are going to secure the entire Mountain House. So there is no breakage of unity here. So we are united because this person has to represent the entire Mountain House as well. So it's the same as at large, but it's going to be give a equal representation geographically or demographics wise. So And then also California Voters' Right Act is going to dictate that we have to divide as a districts. Right now, LUSD is doing the same thing. So it's dividing the districts because they are having a lawsuit compliance.
If I may just interject. So Suresh, I'm a little confused. Are you in favor of by district or from district? Because it sounded like you were talking from district. So from district is you have to be from the district you're representing, but everybody in town can vote for you. By district is you have to be from that district and only the people in that district can vote for you. That's the distinction.
Yeah, it's opposite.
So from district?
From district.
Thank you. And TJ, you have something?
All right, just a little quick segue since Dan pointed out that what night out what? I don't even know. Okay, so what I think having a transparent broadcasting platform is what I would advocate for. I am busy too. I have other things going on. I just feel like most of the information, this dude is just working so hard, Bryan. He's the one who's putting things up, or we get an email or something like that. But I think as a city, we need to have a platform, a communication platform, right? Like whatever is going on, I mean, we'll find out, and I can attend as well too. I missed that boat for sure, right? So that's one thing. And then Suresh, to him, just remember we're all paying for the bonds. You know, it does not matter whichever district you are going to, we're all going to have to pay for the dollars, you know, for special taxes and all that. It cannot be like you pay less or you pay more and things like that. So, over.
You got to love the passion. As long as you guys want to talk about this, why not?
2 seconds.
Matt, and then we'll go to Bernice here.
So just for context, even though College Park is not fully built out, the percentage of people that are certified voters just for that district as of now for every home that is occupied is 4%. So I don't understand how that's sustainable long term unless those demographics change significantly, which they may.
Okay, then I'll make this brief. I just want to piggyback off of a comment that Mr. TJ iterated, is that one of the things, and maybe this will come up later, it's important that our community, our city, our town have a viable way of communicating and getting input from everyone. And that's always been a concern of mine. Everyone is not on social media all the time or looking at things. We need some type of way where each community is able to get input so we can make better decisions for the town and the direction. Because we can't know where to go unless you tell us where to go. Right. And I don't mean it like that. But we... But it's important to know you can only be as effective as the people that you're representing, and you need to know what it is that they want if things change. Thank you. I'm over and out.
Just very quick. So, okay, then in that case, then why these representatives didn't go even to the LUSD hearing? LUSD is proposed to divide the district. So no one showed up there, no one, attended any hearing, and then I'm the one from this board, been there, and then I'm the one, outreach a lot of the people. So I don't see any concern from these representatives when LUSD is dividing as a districts. So when there is an issue, if you think this one is an issue, then why you didn't, concern for the LUSD division?
All right, I got something else to say. Hey, Matt, it's unfortunate the people who are living in College Park, they cannot vote. But, that's an unfortunate scenario. And maybe that's the reason nobody goes and, canvass over there. I was told, hey, there's no need to go over there, there's no votes. But they're paying the taxes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, that's a big thing. So how can we fix this problem? I mean, can we advocate for people who are on green cards to still be part of this whole thing?
Yes.
We are a community.
Thank you. Taxpayers.
Right? They're going to be paying for the you know, the water plant, the sewer plant, and a whole bunch of things. So, you know, I believe they should have an equal say. So I don't know how, I mean, I'm not into this whole politics thing yet, but somehow they need to be included. You know? Yeah, or
Well,
people who are not, I mean, they have houses.
My comment wasn't targeting their representation. It was about the candidates that
No,
would be needed from
Your po-
district, from district. It's as of right now, there's no changing federal law for elected positions, whether at a city level, state level, that's federal.
I'm tracking you, but but if it's going to be a district, but you know, it should not be the fact that, you know, they are not citizens or anything like
Well, I mean,
that.
that's what's required to currently sit at this table.
Right.
And
So
so
my-
it is something to be taken into account by the residents when they decide on how they want their cities split up, or how they want the city split up into districts, if that's what they're going to be in favor of.
Correct. I mean, I'm talking from a different point of view over here.
I think both of you guys are.
Yeah.
We're in the same track.
One thing I
Yeah.
can say is that this Tuesday night, the Community Services District General Manager, Steve Pinkerton, is holding a community meeting, and he will largely be talking about this issue. So I think all of you should be there and bring your neighbors and let people know what this is about and let people make an informed decision.
Tuesday morning,
7.
There's no
Tuesday,
platform.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. All right. Cool.
And we're going to move on, though.